that land value tax argument,
Yeah.
you're saying that that can lower the cost of housing by up to 40%. Is that correct?
Yeah, so here's how it works. I mean, first of all, let's look at the housing issue more broadly. No one's actually saying we got to lower prices,
Mm.
right? Politicians are just covering their ass.
Yeah.
We actually have to lower prices. And experts who have looked at current solutions on the table say, yeah, this won't actually lower prices. It might slow their rise, but how many decades would it take for incomes to catch up so that houses actually are affordable again? It would take forever. Research has even shown that increasing supply may has marginal effects on reducing price. So we actually need to look at reducing price because it's already too expensive. And the best way to accomplish that is to make homes less attractive as investments. So homes are for living, not as a wealth creation vehicle. So if we can make that true, then the speculation incentive, the factors that are driving up bidding behavior, making prices too high would be addressed. And homes would just reflect the real supply and demand need for living, as opposed to people's expectations of wealth creation through homes. So I would say that the fairest way to do that is for society to reclaim the majority of the land value that it creates. So this is something that most people don't think about, is that land value is not created by developers or by owners. It's created by society as a whole. So I think it should be, you can make money by building, by renovating, by flipping, but just simply holding and waiting for prices to go up. This is actually what drains the economy, slows things down, and makes life too expensive for everyone. So that's the part that has to be addressed. So how do you do that? If you look at the value of any investment, it has a yield. The more it makes you, the more valuable it is. Like a bond has a yield. The better the yield, the more expensive the bond. It's the same thing with homes. Homes are land and the building. The building depreciates. It doesn't actually appreciate in value over time. It's the land that appreciates. So if we find a way to remove the yield of land, then land could be worth almost zero in the end, and people would just be mainly buying the home itself, and would have the incentive to build and to make the home better, because that's where the profit would come from. So land value tax is how you do that. If instead of paying high income taxes, we could collect much of the yield, the rental value of land instead, and that would actually bring the value of land down. So in the proposal that we put out on Commonwealth.ca, is that we could raise $194 billion in Canada through collecting 3/4 of the rental value of land. That's equivalent to about 4.2% of the current value of a tax on the current value of land. And that would actually reduce the value of land by 75%.